Good. So right now, today, I'm gonna be showing y'all how I make uh things move, do like moving effects in my videos, like editing wise. So I got my boy Phillybul right here. I'll put it on mute so we don't get hit with no copyrights here. This gonna be a video coming out soon. I'm not gonna show y'all the actual video, but I'm showing y'all a little bit of my process on the editing. So let me start from the beginning. I just added this clip. He wanted some of his shoes in the video, so let me blow this up a little bit. Alright, so boom. This is the clip of the shoes that I just added. Alright, so this is what it looked like. I basically dragged this clip of these shoes in here. So this is what the clip looks like. It's a little slow-mo clip of the Versace shoes. Little drip, you know. So what I want to do is, before that scene comes in, I want to make his shoe kind of like fall from the top and roll down, boom, into the scene. So that's what we're about to do right now. So I'm gonna go to the beginning of the clip. So this is before the clip, this is the beginning of the clip. I'm gonna go ahead and chop it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit right just to go 1 second to the right. I'm gonna highlight it. I'm on a Mac computer, so this is for Mac people. I'm on Premiere. This is Premiere Pro, and I'm using After Effects, Adobe Premiere and Adobe After Effects. So to cut and slice is Command K. Boom, I just made a slice right here, as you can see. Let me turn my screen down so you can see better. All right, so I just made this slice right here. What you want to do is you're going to want to hold Option. You're going to want to drag it over to where you want it to start at. I think I want it to start maybe like right here. Yeah, that's good. I like right there for it to start right there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to click on it. And then we're going to freeze frame it. So how we freeze frame it, what I do is, since I'm on a laptop, you gotta like click both fingers, boom. We're going to add a frame hold option on it. We're gonna click that. We're gonna go to endpoint. Okay, so now we're gonna do the 2-finger click again, so we can bring up this menu. Let me zoom in a little bit so y'all can see. There we go. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and add frame hold to it. Boom. So now I can hold Option and I can drag this thing. So what it did was it just freeze framed that 1 second chop that I made. So as you can see, that's what it looks like. So right now we got like a little freeze frame of his shoe going into the moving clip. So this is what it looks like. And now he starts moving his foot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take this freeze frame clip. We're gonna do the 2-finger click. Boom. And now we're gonna replace it with an After Effects composition. Click that. Now we're in Adobe After Effects. We were just in Adobe Premiere, but now we're in Adobe After Effects. So I'm gonna go ahead and name this file Versace Shoe 1. You want to make sure you're saving it in the actual folder of the video, or else you're going to lose your file next time you try to find it. So I'm going to go into my hard drive, make sure I'm in the song's called Veggie Drip. So I know I'm in the folder, and I just make a After Effects folder. I put all my After Effects files in. So boom, I know I'm saving it to the actual folder, so I'm not going to lose my file. So now what we have is just that little freeze frame clip. So what I'm gonna do is I'm about to cut this shoe out. So G is to turn this pointer finger into a cutting tool. So G, this is the cutting tool now. All right, so we're gonna draw a line around this thing, and this is what we're gonna do. Before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and click here. I'm gonna duplicate it, Command D. So I have 2 copies of the clip. The bottom one is just going to be this regular clip without it being cut. This top one is going to be the one that I'm cutting the shoe out. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to hide this by hitting this eye symbol. So now all we're seeing is this freeze frame of the shoe that I'm about to cut out. So this is how I cut it out. Boom. We got the tool out right here. This is the cutting tool in After Effects, Adobe After Effects. Here we go. We're about to start cutting. So boom. I'm cutting the shoe out. There's some major soy sauce I'm dripping on y'all right now. All right, so boom, we got the shoe, cutting it out. Yes, this is very time consuming. Sometimes it takes me an hour just to do one effect. This doesn't really take that long. So as you can see, I'm almost done. Boom, I cut the shoe out. I'm gonna hit M 3 times to bring up this menu. I like to do mask feather. This is called feather. It kind of just like cleans up the edges of the cut. So I'm gonna, let me see, I'm gonna add 7. So now this is what it's looking like. You just see the shoe. So now if I go back here and hit this eye symbol right here, now it's going to bring back up the clip underneath. If I hit it again, you're just gonna see the shoe. So if I mute the clip underneath, the full clip, all you're gonna see is the shoe. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna put that back so now we can see everything. I'm gonna go to the very end of the clip, like right here. All right, now I'm gonna start animating it. So what we're gonna do is we wanna go to the clip that we're animating, which is the very first clip. I'm gonna go ahead and just name it Moving Shoe. Boom. I'm gonna click this drop down menu. I'm gonna go to transform. And then I'm just gonna animate so the anchor point, the position, this is to move things up, down, left, and right. Scale is to make things bigger. Rotation obviously is to rotate. So I want to rotate and I want to move the position, the anchor point. I'm gonna go ahead and animate the position too. So boom. So what I just did was I set it to its original point at the very end. That way when I start from the front and I have it start from the top and kind of roll down, it's gonna, boom, it's gonna move right back where it originally was before the clip starts. So now we're gonna go to the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and this is one thing that really annoyed me when I was learning After Effects. V is to go back to the arrow. So we at the arrow tool now. V is the arrow, G is the cut tool. So I want to pull up the toolbar. Toolbar is Command 1. You should see the toolbar come up. That's it right here. This is something that annoyed the hell out of me. I was trying to figure out how, do you see this? If you see this dot right here, this dot is the center of whatever you're editing. So if you're like editing a tire and you want the tire to spin, and this is not in the middle of the tire or the circle or whatever, it's gonna like, it's not gonna spin it around in an actual circle. It's gonna like kind of like flip flop it a little bit. So I want to take this. In order to move that, you got to click this. You got to go up here, and now I can move this thing into the center of the shoe, so I can get a proper rotation where it's gonna actually rotate in a circle. So boom, I did that. I'm going back to the arrow, which is V. So now I'm back on that. I'm gonna just move this out the way. So now we can get to work. So boom. As y'all seen, I went to transform, and then I went ahead and automated the anchor point, position, and rotation. So what we're gonna do right now, I'm gonna go ahead and rotate this thing. See, this is what happens when you don't have the anchor point or whatever this thing is right here, like the target. When it's not right on the shoe, it's gonna turn like this instead of in an actual rotation. So what I need to do is I need to go back to the toolbar. I need to go back to this thing right here. All right, so let me do that one more time. We're gonna go ahead and move this thing one more time. I don't know why it didn't work, but sometimes that happens. So boom, we're gonna move this thing into the middle of the shoe. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure it's in the middle of the shoe over here, which is not. Let me do it again. All right, so we're back. The end point and the beginning point, the thing is in the middle of the shoe. I don't know what this thing is called. I call it the center point. So now we're gonna go back to the arrow, which is V. So now I got my little clicker arrow thingy. All right, so back to the beginning. Boom, we're in the beginning. I'm about to start rotating it. See, now we got a clean rotation going on. Boom, I got that. And you always want to make sure that you turn on this right here with the two little circles. That's like a, what we call that? It's like a blur, a motion blur. So whenever anything moves, it's gonna make that object blurry a little bit. It just makes it look more real. So this is what we got right now. So we're gonna start from the beginning. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag this thing up to the top, out of the picture, all the way up here. So this is where it's starting at, and then it's gonna end right where it should be. So this is what it looks like now. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to show that bottom clip. I just realized I have a different clip before this even starts. So by me removing the bottom clip, it's just gonna be the shoe, boom, and then it's gonna go into the clip. So this is what we're looking like right now. So it's gonna go from the original clip. It's gonna show the shoe dropping, boom. And that's how you do it. See, it just fell right into his foot. Then what I like to do, I like to add a sound effect. Whenever I'm doing like effects like that, I always make sure I put like a sound effect. It just gives it a bigger, it just makes it look more real with the sound behind it. So I'll put like a whoosh or something, you know what I mean? So let me see, I got a whoosh sound. This is a sound effect I'm adding right here. So you could hear the shoe. It just gives it more of a real effect. And I want to end it where it falls in at. Or I could just move it. Let me see. Yeah, that's better. So that's what I was looking for. So now y'all see how much time I put into my videos. When y'all see all them effects of my videos, that's me doing that. It takes a very long time. I put a lot of work, time, and energy into it, but see, I did the same thing with this right here. I rotated it. So now we got the shoe falling. Boom. I'm gonna do another effect like that over here. Same thing I did with the towel. Alright, so now I'm gonna do another shoe effect. I'm gonna do a different shoe effect this time. I think I wanna maybe put like a Versace logo behind it. So I'm about to go on Google real quick and see if I can find a Versace pattern. Something I could snatch real quick and just use in the background. Let me see. That's kind of dope right here. I just want to make it has to be like a high quality version of it though. Like you want to use preferably 4K footage. This is 800 by, I guess that's good enough. I could probably use that. Let me see what else we got. I like this too. It's pretty dope. Well, let me see how big this is. 1,000 by 1,000. Okay. For some reason it looks blurry though. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna use this real quick. Matter of fact, this goes better with the shoes. Let me see what this look like. 19. Okay, boom. This is exact. This is HD. This is 19 by 20. 1920 by 1080. So that's what we're looking for. This is HD. So I'm gonna go ahead and boom. Save image. I'm taking this straight from Google. Versace pattern. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna save that straight into his folder. Alright, so now I just snatched that Versace logo. Oh man, it didn't save it as a, hold up, save image as. You want to save it as a JPEG or a PNG, but it's saving it as a web link. What's up with that? That's not gonna work. I need to get a JPEG or something of it. Let me see what I can find. I might have to go to the original one that I had. Let me see. Hold up. Let's see what that is. 3,000. Okay, let me see if I can get that. Save image as PNG. All right, so that'll probably work. Let me see. All right, so I got that. We're gonna use this. So I'm gonna make his shoe fly. You're gonna see his shoe. You're gonna see the Versace logo behind the shoe. It's gonna look raw, trust me. So boom, I'm copying that. Let me name that Versace pattern. Let me copy that. We're gonna put that in his folder. I'm gonna put it in the files folder. Alright, so I got that in there. We're gonna drop that in the video. Alright, so I'm gonna just pick the other clip of his shoe that I have. So I got a still frame of his shoe right here. So that's the shoe. I'm also gonna cut that out, and then I'm gonna throw the Versace pattern behind it when it swoops in. I'm gonna make the shoe swoop in, and then I'm gonna have the Versace logo like pattern in the back. So boom, we got that. Go ahead and save this first After Effects. I did. Go back to Premiere. So we in Premiere right now. Same thing. I'm gonna click this clip of his shoe. I'm gonna double click with 2 fingers. I'm gonna go to replace with After Effects. So now we're in After Effects again. I'm gonna name this Versace Shoe 2. I want to make sure it's going in the same one, which it is. All right, so boom, that's his shoe right there. Unfortunately, the clip is not as long as I want it to be, so let me see if I can freeze frame it by double clicking, going to time, freeze frame. Let me see if I could drag this out. Hold up. Yeah, it's not letting me. All right, so let me close this out because I need it to be longer. It's too short. I'm gonna hit undo, Command Z. Let me see if I can make this longer because it's not allowing me to stretch it any longer. I don't know why. I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the speed now and do it at 50%, I guess. It's not long enough either. Hold on, let me see. I've never done it this way before with the speed, so hopefully it doesn't give me no problems, but let's see. So I'm gonna double click it again. We're gonna replace with After Effects. I'm gonna name it Versace Shoe 2. Replace it. Yeah, that's not working. Damn, what the hell? All right, so I know what I'm gonna do. I just came up with a solution. I'm gonna get rid of this. Don't save. I'm gonna undo, Command Z. Gonna undo me doing that time stretch on it. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a picture of it. All right, so how you take a picture of it is when you're in Premiere, this little camera logo right here, this is a camera logo. If you hit that, it's gonna take a picture of it. Boom, I took a picture of it. I'm gonna name it Versace Shoe 2, pick, hit browser, show them where we're going to. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and find that. put it in the snap folder inside of his folder so I can find it. I'm going to drag it in there. So now it's just a picture. Boom. So now it's nice and long. This will definitely work. So I made a picture out of it, dropped it in here. We're going to throw that in After Effects. Boom. Replace with After Effects. Versace Shoe 2. Replace it. Boom. So now I can start cutting. Alright, let me see. Alright, so I want the effect to start right here. I'm gonna drag this out. I'm gonna have to undo it. Damn, hold up. Alright, I'm gonna close this out again. We're gonna try again. Undo that. Drag it out. Boom. So that's where the effect is gonna start. M is to make markers. You see, I just, hold up. Gotta click on the screen first. M, boom, I just made a marker. So that's where the shoe is gonna slide in. This is where the effect is gonna start. Okay, so double click. We're gonna go to replace with After Effects. Back here again, Versace Shoe 2. Alright, so now I'm gonna start cutting. And like I said, to pull up the cut tool is G and After Effects, and then you just cut out the image. You can also zoom in by just going like this. Alright, so boom, we cutting out this one now. So we cut it out. I'm gonna hit M 3 times so I can pull this up. We're gonna go to the feather, hit it with like 8. Hit the M again to get rid of that screen. So now this is what we got. Boom. Just the shoe. So what I want to do is once the shoe goes and it shoots here, I want the shoe to kind of get a little bigger. And then I'm going to make it drop. So that's what we're about to do real quick. So boom. I want the shoe to start growing as soon as it comes in, which is right here in the beginning. I'm going to have it get bigger up until about right here. And then we're going to make the shoe drop like right here. So all right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start from the beginning. We're going to hit this drop down menu. We're going to go to transform. I'm going to just turn all of these on. This is automation. So boom, we got that turned on. I don't really got to worry about this thing right here because I'm not doing no rotation right now. So I'm going to make the shoe grow up until about right here. So I'm going to go to scale. This joint right here, scale. And then I'm going to turn this up a little bit, which is going to make the shoe grow. And I'm just going to go back to the arrow by hitting V and center the shoe up so it kind of stays in the center. I'm going to see what that looks like. And like I said, again, I'm going to put this blur, motion blur on, which is these 2 little circles right here. Put that on. That just makes it to where whenever there's any movement, it gives it like a blur effect just to make it look more real. So that's what we got. Oh yeah, and also adding easy ease helps a lot by double clicking these pinpoints. You go to keyframe assistance and easy ease. Easy ease just makes it like it's not so robotic when it moves. It kind of gives it like a smoother move. See, that's looking raw right there. All right, so that's what it looks like so far. Boom. Once I'm right here, I want it to stay there for a couple seconds. So I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to Command C to copy. I'm going to paste it, Command V. That way the shoe stays right here for a couple seconds. And then we're going to drop the shoe. Matter of fact, I'm going to move it to right here. And then I'm going to drop the shoe right at the end. And I can just click this and just drag it down. So this is what it looks like. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the Versace logo behind it. I put it in my files folder. This is it right here. I can just easily just drag it in there. Boom. Automatically it puts it to the top. So this is the Versace pattern on the top, and this is the shoe I just cut out on the bottom. I want this to be in the background, so I'm gonna drag it underneath. So now you can see the shoe is right here in front of it instead of not being seen. So this is what it looks like. So I want to also animate this Versace pattern background. I'm gonna add the motion blur to it, and then I want to add some offset. This is an effect called offset. If you go to effects up here, you can type in offset, like bro from Migos. This is the effect here. I'm gonna drag it onto the Versace pattern. Okay, now boom. Now we're gonna go up here. This is the effect bar up here, and this is the offset plugin, the offset effect I just put in there. So shift center. This is what we're gonna be playing with, the shift center. I'm gonna click that, turn the animation on, and now what I want to do is figure out what I want to do. So what I want to do is I want this Versace pattern just have a constant, like it's just gonna look like it's rolling to the right. So I just started it from the beginning. We turned this animation on, and I want the animation to stop right here when the shoe's about to drop, which is, I can see right here, these two pinpoints. So boom, we're gonna click on this bottom track, which is the Versace pattern, and I'm just gonna go up here and start moving this to, matter of fact, it's at 1500 right now. I'm gonna put it to 2500. See what that looks like, and play it from the beginning. I want it to move a little faster, so I'm gonna put 3500. We're gonna hit them with another 1000. See what that looks like. I want it to move faster. We're gonna go to 4500. Let me see. That's kind of raw, like that. All right, so then at the end, I also want the background to rotate a little bit and fall. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going back right here, go to transform. We're gonna turn all of these on. And this is where we're starting at the very end, right when the shoe is dropping. So I'm gonna go to the very end here. We're gonna play with the rotation just a little bit, which is right here, rotation, boom. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit so you see that rotating. And then I'm just gonna drag it down. We're gonna see what that look like. I wanted to kind of start after the shoe drop, so we're gonna go like this. Let me see. I'm just moving this over a little bit. I always like to add the easy ease. We're adding the easy ease. I'm clicking the markers. I got them all highlighted. I'm clicking on easy ease. Boom. So this is what we got. All right, so it's a little too quick. I'm gonna move the shoe dropping a little sooner, and I'm gonna move this over here so it's not so quick. It's already looking better. Let me move this here. Let me move the shoe dropping quicker, because I want to move in at a different time. The shoe fall first and then the background. Yeah, there we go. So that's what I was going for. All right, so I actually, now that I'm looking at it, I still want to see his leg. I don't like that it's just the shoe. So we're gonna go to hit M 3 times, go back to the mask. And then I'm gonna turn add onto none so I can see what's going on here. I'm gonna start playing with these so I can actually see his leg. Alright, so now I can see his leg. I'm gonna go back here to none on the mask and put it back to add. So now we can see his leg. Alright, now I gotta get rid of his leg. Hold up, let me see. Alright, so I gotta drag this down a little bit more now that we can see his leg. So we get that out of the shot. Boom. Yeah, that's raw. That's what I was going for. So now we're gonna go back to Premiere. I'm gonna save this. Back to Premiere. We're gonna see what that look like. You can put it right there. So I wanna make his shoe swoop in like how I did the first one. We're gonna make that shoe swoop in and then go into this. So how I wanna do it is I want the shoe to go like that and then go into this shot right here. So we're gonna add another After Effects clip. I'm gonna click on this. Let me save this. You always want to save, or I always like saving my After Effect and closing it out before I move on to a new one. That way they're all separate and I got them named. All right, so boom, we're doing another one. I'm gonna 2-finger click, replace with After Effects. Versace shoe 2 swoop. That's what I'm gonna name. I like to name my files, so if I ever need to go back and edit, I know which ones they is. I'm gonna hit G. G is the cut tool. Boom. We're gonna start cutting, and I did his leg, so I'm gonna make sure I do his leg this time so it's cohesive. So boom, we're cutting out the shoe. If any of y'all need any music videos, y'all follow my film page, Gold Label Films with a Z at the end on Instagram. I shoot videos, I direct videos, I edit videos. For all y'all that don't know, I shot all of Flesh and Bones singles. I made the beats, recorded, mixed, and mastered, directed, shot, and edited all of Flesh and Bones' last few singles, like Dedication, Take Me Out the Game, Smoke and Maintain, Don't Get Fucked Up, To the Bone. I did every single one of those videos, as well as my videos on this page. All the videos on my page for the last couple years has been me. I'm personally directing, shooting, and editing, making the beats, recording it, mixing, mastering it. I'm doing everything from A to Z. Damn, I wasn't even thinking while I was talking to y'all. I gotta get his leg. I'm undoing all of these dots real quick. But yeah, I personally produce all my beats. For all y'all that don't know, I do all the recording, all the mixing, all the mastering, all the directing, all the shooting, all the filming, all the editing. I got the models on deck. I got the rental cars on deck. I got the film studio on deck. I got everything at my fingertips. Just to give y'all a little bit of my background so y'all know who I am and what I do. So boom, I'm gonna add, I always add feather. We're gonna add, let me put 10 on here, see what that looks like, get rid of that. So this is what we look like, boom. I'm gonna go to the end, since that's why I wanted to end where it's the original position of the shoe is. So I'm done cutting. I don't need this cut tool no more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit V to go back to the cursor. We're gonna go right here. We're gonna go to transform. We're turning all of these on. Now we're animated. So when it comes to the end right here, boom, it's gonna stop where the shoe originally was in the clip. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to the beginning. I always, like I said, always turn these 2 circles on, which is motion blur. That's on. And I want the shoe to kind of start out the shot over here. Now it's gonna fall in place. Boom. All right, so that's all I wanted to do on this clip. I'm gonna save it. We're gonna go back to Premiere and we're gonna see what the whole thing looks like. That's dope. All right, so the leg moving to the side is moving a little too slow for me. I want it to like move quick. So we're gonna take this dot. I'm just gonna move it over here to make it fall in faster. So let's see what that looks like. Boom. So you can see it's moving quicker. Maybe I'll do it even quicker. Like that, kind of like that. We're gonna see what that looks like. Yeah, there we go. So now I got 2 special effect clips. I'm gonna go to sequence. We're gonna go to sequence right here. And I'm gonna hit render entire work area so I can see what it's really looking like. Yeah, you see that 99 Gems Artist of the Year. That's my plaque for producing on Plies album. Magazine article talking about me as a producer, producing on DJ Khaled's album, Trick Daddy, Ace Hood, Plies. That's the DJ Khaled album I worked on. Trick Daddy album, I did half of the beats, half of the production, half of the hooks. I featured on it as an artist like 3 times. That's the Plies album, the Ace Hood album. I produced on this Trick Daddy album, produced on Trick Daddy's mixtape, produced with Bone Thugs. All that good stuff. This is actually a flyer right here of my first show. This is my very first show. I was like 15 years old right here. That's me. That's my boy Skrill. Everybody thought we was twins, but that's just my dog right there. That's actually Jim Mint. If y'all on YouTube, that's my dog Jim Mint. He's a big YouTuber now. He does a lot of videos on comic books and statues. He's like at 150,000 subscribers. Check him out, Jim Mint. That's what he goes by now. But that used to be, I used to know him as Skrilla. I still call him Skrilla. But yeah, this is me right here when I was like 15. This was our first rap group. It was called Dem Boys DB. And that logo was DB because we was all from Deerfield Beach, Broward County. So yeah, that's just a little history right there. So y'all can see that was my very first show I ever did when I was 15 years old. And I'm still doing this. All I've been doing my whole life. Right, so I'm gonna show y'all what this looks like now that I rendered it, so it don't look all like it's lagging. So boom. Got that. I'm gonna actually add that swoop sound effect here too. So this was the first effect I did with the shoe falling. And this is the other effect I did with the shoe coming in. Little booty right there. That's raw. I actually want to put a swoop when the shoe falls down. I got one already that I added in here. I think it's called let me see where it's at. Cloth. I'm gonna use this right here. It's a cloth whoosh. Drag that over here. I want that to come in when the shoe falls. So we got the shoe swiping in and then falling down. Yeah, that's raw. Sound effects just gives it an even bigger look like. That's raw. That's raw like sushi right there. Move it a little bit. I think the first whoosh is a little too slow. I'm gonna speed it up. We're gonna put it to 150 instead of 100. I think it'll look and sound better. Yeah. That's raw. So let me hear what it sounds like with the music. Yeah, that's raw right there. That's raw. Alright, so he says Versace right here. I'm gonna add the shoe one more time and then we done. I got one more clip over here, I think that I had. Yeah, right here. I'm gonna just put that over there. I don't know if I'm gonna even put no effects on this one, but I'm gonna just kind of play around with it and see what I feel will work best. So we're gonna take this last shoe clip where he's saying Versace, since these is Versace shoes. He personally requested that I throw his shoes in there, so that's what we doing. Let me see. Let me see what that look like. I'm trying to decide if I should put an effect on that one or just keep it how it is, because I kind of look dope how it is. I gotta drop that down a little bit. What do y'all think? Do y'all think I should animate that or just let that one be normal? I might just leave that one normal. Everything don't need to have an effect on it. And plus I flooded this whole video out with effects already. I think I like it like that. So we got one normal clip. What y'all think? Do y'all think I need to animate that one I just put in there, or just keep it normal so you can kind of just see him moving? Like, let me see. Yeah, leave it? Okay. Let me see. Let me blow this screen up a little bit. You feel me? Y'all get the movie screen on, and boom. So that's the first effect I just did. We're gonna do the second shoe. Boom. Ooh, Versace. Alright, so boom. I took him to the jewelry store in Miami, and I had him in the jewelry store. I think it was downtown Miami. My dog Mitch the jeweler. Shout out to King Mitch the jeweler. He's right in downtown. He got all the ice you need. He got the Pateks. He got the diamond rings. He got the diamond chains. He got the bust down Cartier watches. He got the wedding rings. We got the iced out Cartiers. That's the bust down Cardi right there. That's 20,000 right there. Any of y'all interested in this watch? That's 20,000 right there. Bust down Cartier at King Mitch's jewelry shop. I went ahead and did some fire scenes too. I took him to my film studio, and I did some scenes like with smoke in the background. And then I also did a scene outside with my flamethrower shooting the flames. Y'all see the flames shooting out in the back? That's another scene I did outside with the fire shooting. But yeah, y'all stay tuned for this video. Phillybul. It's called Veggie Drip. The song, I believe the song's out on all platforms right now, but the music video is not out yet. I just got done editing it. But yeah, this is what I just did. I just added his shoes in there real quick. One last time, I'm going to show y'all what this looked like before I get up out of here. Shout out to Angeles Ramirez for the suggestion. It's all good with me. Less work for me. But yeah, shout out to Angeles Ramirez for saying answering my question on should I do effects or animation on the last shoe clip. He suggested I keep it how it is, so I'm listening to him. Shoe falling, that's the first one I did. That's the second one. Okay, and then Where's the last clip? This the last clip. Boom. We're gonna keep that normal, just slow-mo. Alright, so that's how I do some of my effects. That's not how I do all my effects, but for the most part, when you seeing any cool stuff like that in my videos, that's me doing that, and that's how I do it. I'm literally taking forever, chopping the thing out, moving it, automating it, spinning it. There's so much involved with video editing, and I enjoy doing it. You know what I mean? So it's all good. It's something, I shoot a lot of videos myself, so it's only allowing me to sharpen my sword to get my videos better. You feel me? So, but yeah, any of y'all interested in getting beats, holla at me. Any of y'all interested in getting music videos done? If you got a music video, you just need editing, or you just want this type of special effects added to it, you can holla at me. Best way to get a hold of me is you can either comment in this video, you can email me at goldlabelfilms with a Z at the end at gmail.com, or you could just DM me on my Instagram, on my Raidenrush Instagram, RAIDENRUSH, or you could DM me on my Gold Label Films Instagram. I have a Gold Label Films Instagram. That's Gold Label Films with a Z at the end. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Stay tuned for Phillybul, Veggie Drip music video dropping real soon. Shot by your boy. Soy sauce.